Hi, this is Nicole from PG Production. Tattoo is a form of body art that is created with imagination and creativity to express one's identity or journey in life. It can be served as amulets, status symbol, declarations of love, sign of religious belief, adornment, and more. However, in Malaysia, tattoo nowadays are still not acceptable to the society due to the persistent stereotypes. In this documentary, let's break the taboo and delve into this meaningful form of art.
It's like art that I really like, that I want to be on my body forever until I die. I've got 10 tattoos, but one is covered up. I got my first tattoo when I was 18 because I was just a really rebellious kid. So the moment I turned 18, it's like straight to tattoo parlor, right? What was it and what did it mean to me? My first tattoo. Actually, it didn't mean anything to me. I just wanted to get a tattoo. Like I said, just gunning for it. So I drew up a very basic design and I rushed to Wayang and just got the tattoo artist to do it for me. What inspired me? I think tattoos back then, not that young, so back then tattoos were very much like, it felt very anti-establishment, right? Like, it's not something that everyone got back then, right? It was kind of a niche, obscure thing. And I guess, like I said, the part of me that wanted to be different or break away from the establishment got it. Now I just get it because I really like how it looks. When my parents first saw my tattoo, I think they didn't believe it was permanent. They kept rubbing it. They're like, oh, this one will come out right now. Like, no, it's forever. I guess generally, after a while, they were pretty okay with it. I don't think they were too happy, but after a while, they came to accept it. And more and more kids in my generation, in my family, also got tattoos. And by that time, everyone was like, sort of, yeah, this is the norm now, and it's okay. Have I ever regretted getting a tattoo? Yeah, I did. Don't ever let your ex-boyfriend pay for your tattoo and let him insert his own design in it because it might turn out to be his name. So yeah, I regretted that. And then many years later, I think like 20 years later, I finally was like, oh, I could get this covered up. And because it was difficult to get a laser removal because it's a color tattoo, the only option I had was to do a cover up, which is what Couple did for me.
When you're 18, maybe what you really think is cool and you like when you're 30 is not going to be the same. So maybe sometimes you can regret it in a way, but so I try not to live that way. And okay, I'll just put something else over the top. I covered it with a panther. So I actually have a panther that my friend did when he was learning tattoo. And then on top of that, recently, Sky, the tattoo here, he put Pink Panther on top.
All these airwaves are banging in you.
I have several favorite ones, but one of my favorite is a tattoo of my cat. Apple did it, actually. I know you guys are filming Apple. I had my cat for 18 years. She passed away right before I moved to Malaysia. Her name was Spaz. And it was, so I got the cat with a little hat like this, and it says Spaz, the name of the cat on the hat. And she's sitting on a skateboard.
So cool! Yeah. Oh my god! And then he designed it.
So I told Apple the idea, what I wanted. Okay. I wanted her to have like a little hat and a scarf and say Spaz on the hat, and to be sitting on a skateboard. So then Apple did it for me. Because I like her art style, so I wanted it.
So you tattoo the cat and then you feel like the cat.
She'll always be with me.
Oh.
She was with me for 18 years, so like my best friend, a little cat. The memorial. Yeah.
The most memorable tattoo, I have a few memorable tattoos that I have did on my client. He lost his girlfriend, and then he lost his job, and then he also get through like a hospital and everything. Like, it's really, really bad. So we have our first session of discussion I think after the first lockdown, and then things were really bad, and he have also gone through depression. Things were really, really sad. So when he came over, it's a very negative energy, and then he's still trying to keep himself like stronger than before, but things just, the emotion and everything is really, really down. So when we talked about how the tattoo should go, we were actually aiming for something a bit more scary, something more horrible, because he wants to remember that really bad time so that he can get through it. So I think we did another consultation after 6 months or 7 months, and then things actually changed a lot. So from a very negative person, when he came back, things were different. He felt more energized, he felt more better, he felt like he can go through everything. So when he came over, we have a very different kind of perspective of art. It's actually a full piece, a full sleeve tattoo. And then it's all about how he have gone through the past, and then now he's forming to a different person, and then he gets better in life. He felt a bit more open, he's a bit more positive and everything. So, I mean, for me, it's very interesting because you can literally see a person change throughout the months and then throughout the different experience in life. And then to me, it's like also seeing like a brother's growing. So he's from a kid that doesn't know what to do with his life, and suddenly he grew up, he's like, hey, I opened my own music studio right now, and I found myself to be open with love and for love and everything. So it's a very interesting experience that I have, and then it's also one of the most memorable ones.
Two, it's actually give me a lot of fun stories, like you cannot expect what kind of people you will meet, what tattoo it means to the clients or whatever. It's like a new stories every day, so it's like kind of interesting.
What are the common misconceptions on tattoo?
I think a lot of people, they still actually label tattoo as like a gangsterism style. But within this period, it's actually improved a lot. So thanks for the social media, it helps a lot of people to understand what tattoo it is. I have so many tattoos, right? So people like kind of misjudge me when like at first sight, they have the first expression on me and the first impression on me, and then they feel like, oh, this guy must be like, drop out or whatever, like no studies, like no class, whatever.
Yeah.
So I will actually try to ignore it for those bad vibes, and I just try to do my own self, try to be myself as well. One Indian boy, he came into the shop, and then like evening time, 6 or 7, something like that. Then he came in and he's like, well, I want to get the tattoos of my mom's name. It's like, I forget what's the name, but it's like a kind of tattoo font. And then just make an example, maybe like Jessica, okay? So like Jessica, he say, I want to place it on my heart place because it's my mom's, so I want to like remember her, like she just passed away like days ago. She's still having the wake. I just come here to have a quick done, and I'm going back to the wake and things. So I'm like, I feel so heartbreaking, and it's actually halfway the guy is like tears down because it's really his mom, right? So this is the first one, and then the things happen on the second day because there's adult man, Indian man as well. He came into the shops early morning, the second day I tattooed the Indian boy. Then he's like, I want to get a name done. I want to put it here. He found the same name of the Indian boy did, and he's like, this is my newborn daughter. She just born yesterday.
Oh my god, seriously?
Yes. This is the true story that really happened on me.
Oh my god.
So starting from that, I'm really touched. I really like love my jobs. It's really giving me a lot of, like different kind of experience as well. For tattoo, it is a different way because it will mark on your skin for the whole lifetime until you even brought it into the grave. So it's like, it never gone. Like just now, this one is really for me because I like clowns a lot.
Okay.
Honestly, because for me, clowns actually give happiness to people, but they don't understand what's inside the mask. So for me, this tattoo, everyone sees like a clown, but from my perspective, only from this side, it's actually a frowning, crying clown. As you can see, like this.
Oh, I saw 2 eyes and...
Yes, this is a sad face, so only I can see inside face, but...
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What are the facts that you think people should know about tattoo?
I think should start understand tattoo is just a form of art.
Okay.
It's not a harming things. It didn't really do any bad things to others, but people just label it for the gangsterism things relate because of the previous things happens in the history or whatever. Some people, they want to mark on a note on their journey. like their life on the skin, on the bodies. And some people, I can't deny that some people really want it for just cool because, you know, nowadays people accept it and youngsters will be like, oh, it's cool to have a sleeve, I might just get it done. And then they will just have a sleeve done maybe like within like 2 months and they were like, oh, I have a full sleeve done. Like, I don't think that's not a good thing. It is still a good thing, which is the industry, everyone is like blooming or maybe like start accept tattoos, what it is. But the good way for me, in my opinion, to have a tattoo is that no rush. Just get a tattoo done whenever you feel like it is the time. The things happens in your life and it's like you want to mark it down. Or maybe you really want to get the things down to go down. And then you get the tattoo done.
After talking to the interviewees, we learned that tattoo is more than just ink on body, because it helps them to remember a ink on their life or help them heal from the past. People with tattoo is just like everyone else. It's just that they self-express and cope with the life differently than the majority in society. So we should not discriminate or judge them just because they have tattoo. And thank you, I'm Kylie. Thanks for watching our documentary and see you!